Melo, how long have you been lobbying Frank to include the lob dunk package for you in the playbook?
No, that's just a connection that me and Russ had. That's not in the playbook.
I'm joking, Melo.
I know that. I'm just saying that that's not in the playbook. But no, that's just that was just a read that me and Russ always try to connect on that. And I just saw the defense lifted, and once I gave him the look, he knew where to throw that.
Does that feel good to kind of have a play like that in year 19 and just kind of show off you can still get the hops up?
I'm not supposed to be able to jump no more. That's what they say, right? I don't know. Again, I play basketball, man. So whatever it is, if it's a lob, if it's a bounce pass, whatever it is, I just try to go get it. But that's something that I've been doing, probably my whole career, that spin lob. So it's just a matter of, having that connection with Russ or whoever's throwing that pass.
No, you've made shots your whole career. You've made shots all season long. One thing that Frank and Anthony were talking about tonight when it comes to you was AD was talking about how much you were talking defensively, and then just Frank said, like, everyone's talking about LeBron in year 19, like, hey, Melo's playing pretty remarkably as well. When LeBron's not with the group, does your role change at all? Do you consciously think about your presence?
My role doesn't change. Regardless of who's in, who's here, who's not, my role doesn't change. I'm still the same, vocal guy out, on the court and the locker room. I'm still the same guy. I know the roles may change a little bit on the court, but outside of that, I'm still the same person, whether Bron is here or not. I still have to be that vocal guy. I still have to be, the guy who talks out there, the guy who, watches films with the guys, and just being me. I don't think I can change that.
Melo, when this team has been kind of hit with in-game adversity, teams have gone on runs, have taken double-digit leads for you. I think it's fair to say that you guys haven't responded very well to those situations this season. Why did it happen for you guys tonight? Was there any discussion at halftime? Was there a recommitment to defense? What did you see that kind of allow you guys shake off that second quarter and still?
Well, just the flow of the game. when you playing against a team like Portland, who have high power, players over there who can get it going. Anthony, who's been playing phenomenally this season, and stepping up to the challenge and kind of leading that team, with his play. You just gotta adjust to it. You gotta adapt to the game. You gotta make in-game adjustments. It wasn't really nothing that was said at halftime other than, we didn't do our job in that second quarter. So much didn't have to be said after that. And we just came in and we locked in that second half.
Hey, Melo. You've had a lot of big scoring nights in your career. Tonight you started out, I think, 5 of 5 from 3. When you're shooting the ball well, do you feel like you're hot? And if you feel that way, like what does that feel like to be hot?
I honestly can't explain that. It's hard. It's hard to get you to understand that. No disrespect. Like if you haven't ever felt that, like it's hard to, tell you what zone that is or what it feels like out there on the court. It's a good feeling. Things are just clicking. Things are going the right way. Everything feels like it's aligned. And it's not just in the game. I mean, the whole day just felt, I was floating today. I don't know why, but it was just one of those days. You wake up, you feel good, maybe rested, from the long road trip. That could have helped too. But also understanding the implications of our games now, and that we have to step up and we have to go try to win these games.
Speaking of zones, I mean, the fourth quarter AD played, obviously playing through some fatigue and making some key plays for you guys. AD was saying that you've been such a crucial voice for him and kind of motivating him and getting him to make some adjustments in game, I guess. What do you kind of see as your role, and what can AD do to kind of push himself to be that guy that he was in the fourth quarter today more often?
That's just a mentality. I can't tell him you know, how to be or what to. I don't know what he's thinking, you know, out there on the court. It's just my job is to be there for him and then let him know what I'm seeing, you know, on the court, things that can help him, things that can help us, and just keep that dialogue open between, you know, him and I. So I have to keep that up. You know, I know the type of player he is. I know who he is. And I want him to reach that every night. And so I'm always, you know, being his ear, talking to him, you know, giving him advice here and there, and just letting him know things that I may see on the bench that he doesn't see out there on the court. So, you know, as long as we have that connection, I'm fine with that.
Carmelo, if I'm not mistaken, the Clippers are the 8th seed. You guys are 9th. Portland's 10. I think I got this right now.
You asking the wrong person.
But are you paying any? Well, I guess that means you're not paying attention to the standings and what's going on, playing games, playoff games, how far you guys are from 6. Are you? And if you're not, why not?
Am I what?
Paying attention to the standings and where you guys are.
Yeah, I see it. It's not something that I try to focus on right now. Obviously I know where we at. You know, coach talk about that. We talk about that in the locker room. But again, man, is wherever we at that time, at the end of the year, that's where we're gonna be at. And I would prefer us to be healthy, you know, going into those situations. Do I want to be in the play-in game? Hell no. But I've been in the play-in game before. I know the excitement, but I also know the feeling when it comes to that. So I'd rather be a little bit more comfortable than, you know, playing in the play-in game. And I'm sure my teammates will agree with that. Yeah, I'm sure y'all will too. I'm sure y'all will too.